So I'm just driving up from the Drakensberg, now going to the Free State. I've got another farm visit, which I'm quite excited about, to Sandstone Estates. I want to learn a bit about how they're farming and particularly dealing with security. But I'm driving through Golden Gate Nature Reserve at the moment on my way to Clarence. It's stunning scenery. I'll pick the phone up in a sec. But you can see just out the corner of the camera there, you've got a bit of a view. Maybe I don't need to do that, but I will anyway, because you deserve to see this view. It's fascinating, unbelievably beautiful. A reminder again of how wonderful a country this is, and if we all just focus on the positives, how we'll move forward. But I'm listening to a podcast, Russell Brand, Under the Skin. If you guys are not subscribed, you really should. He is, beyond being a comedian, he's obviously entered into a very spiritual phase of his life, and he is quite the philosopher, amazingly articulate and poetic, and I find him just so funny but insightful at the same time. It's a great podcast. I'll throw some links your way so that you can check him out. But in this current interview, he's speaking, and again, I forget the guy's name, but the guy's proposed a very interesting concept about, suppose, re-engineering or redesigning the economic system. So again, practical solutions or potential solutions to a system, rather than just stating capitalism is broken and our whole system is broken and we need a revolution. I guess it's more a case of saying, how can we work with the current systems, and rather than revolution, just create an evolution. I don't mean to rhyme, but one of the concepts or ideas that he's got, which I really like, and I've been toying with in my mind, and I'm just going to speak off the top of my head and let it roll off the tongue at the risk of sounding like a twat, is this concept that he proposed called negative interest. So what I like about it is it's a thing that he's proposed that he's learning from nature. So it's almost an economic biomimicry solution, where in nature you don't find anything being stored or kept for no apparent reason. Nature decays and things go back to the earth if they're unused. And in a similar way, he's proposing that we don't hoard extra money, but as a redistribution of wealth mechanism. He talks about this negative interest. So imagine $1 billion sitting aimlessly in an account, just collecting interest. If there was negative interest and that capital was subject to a method of decay, someone would be incentivized, rather than to have that sit and be hoarded. They would be incentivized to rather spend that money or invest that money at zero interest, because investing that money at zero interest to someone else's benefit would be better than losing that money to decay or negative interest. And I think it would obviously push for a whole different view on money, while retaining a capitalistic system and not having to come up with a whole new system, which, to be honest, I can't think of. We know socialism doesn't work, and fascism definitely has a massive downside. So capitalism is the best system we've got, and what I like about this is it's not trying to rip the rug from under capitalism, but rather just say, can we tweak it with a simple mechanism to change behavior around money? And obviously at the end of the day, money drives the world around. Well, no, that's more gravity and the pull of the sun and the thing, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Great thought. I'm going to link that podcast for you guys to have a listen to. I'd strongly recommend you give it a spin. Really cool, productive time. Sat in the car listening to podcasts. It's such a productive use of car time, travel time, that would be otherwise just travel time. Dual purpose. I like you. Now I'm ranting. Crisis. Now I'm going off on a tangent. But I like the idea of dual use of time and space, and maximizing life. I suppose squeezing every last little bit of nectar out of the plant. Not to the plant stage. Okay, now going off on tangents. Bye. Chat to you guys soon.